This is how successful people manage their time. It is on Google Calendar. Google Calendar is going to be your best friend for managing your time and knowing what you're doing at specific times, because this allows you to know exactly what you're doing because you put it in the calendar. No one else wrote it down besides yourself. Now, of course, you can use a calendar, pen and paper, writing down with your actual, like a physical calendar. You can do that as well. And writing things down works as well. But it is 2025 now, and we have social media, and we have online, we have the internet, we have these things. Then if personally for me, Google Calendar works the best, and a lot of other successful people as well, like they leverage the internet. Can you use a physical calendar to manage your time? Absolutely. But everyone has their phone on them all the time. So using a phone and using Google Calendar with your phone is going to be your best friend. Now you can also use the Apple Calendar. I like Google Calendar better. Google is like the best. Obviously, I'm using YouTube right now as a platform. Same company or same Google is and YouTube are like the same. So I'm a really big fan of Google. With email too, I use Gmail. My Gmail is in my description. Like everything, Google is the best. But okay, enough talking about that. It's Google Calendar. It's scheduling your day. That's what's going to make you successful. That's how you're going to manage your time, and that's how you're actually going to get things done, is using Google Calendar. I also use my Notes app in my phone a lot as well. My notes and my reminders as well. Reminders is huge. Shout out to FitX Fearless, my mentor, by the way. He's really stresses Google Calendar, and it is a lifesaver. Because if you think about your life right now, it's just life. You just have events going on in your life, meaning there's a sports game at 7 o'clock. You have work from 9 to 5. You have people going to the gyms at different times because they have different work schedules. So everyone's schedule is different, but you design it to your liking. You design it to your life. And that's what's so amazing about life, is that you can have a sense of control here, knowing what you're doing at specific times just by writing it down on Google Calendar, basically having your whole day planned out. All my days are planned out. I know what I'm doing all the time because I have it planned out on Google Calendar. I know what I'm doing. And you can do the same exact thing as well if you plan your days. If you know what you're doing, if you consistently have things planned out on Google Calendar, you know exactly what you're doing. And if you don't do it, that's just on you. Like if you have things written down that you're gonna do and you actually just don't follow through and do them, then that's nobody's fault but yours, because I can't make you do those things. This is also something I got from FitX Fearless as well. It's like if you have things written down and you don't do them, then that's nobody's fault but yours. I can't help you there, because right there it just comes down to a discipline thing. You already know what you need to do, you just haven't done it. So then I can't really help you any further than that. But once you have that figured out, once you have that solved, everything else is fine. So Google Calendar is going to be your absolute lifesaver for this. If you can just plan every single day, every single hour of every single day should be planned. So you should know what you're doing every single hour of every day. Once you know what you're doing every single hour of every single day, then we can start moving forward with your life. Because this means if you have scheduled things that you're doing every day, I'm going to do this, and this, you feel way more productive. You feel more like your life has a meaning, has a purpose, because you're actually doing things that are important. Most people live their lives and they're always pleasure seeking everything. They want the next alcohol, the next weed, the next everything pleasure. They want pleasure. That's like literally 99% of people's lives. But if you can design it in a way, like even if you wrote down on Google Calendar, smoke weed or drink alcohol or like smoke a cigarette or nicotine or whatever it is, like even though those are terrible habits, if you wrote it down on Google Calendar, it would be much better than just doing it randomly. Now, of course, spontaneously, like being spontaneous and being random, that's what spontaneous means. It means being random. being like that is okay sometimes. Yes, I completely understand that. But what I've found is like the most successful people I've known are extremely disciplined, and they have a scheduled structure. They have a militant, I have a history of military in my family. My grandpa was in the military, and I just have that military type mindset. So this is why I like the structured this. That's why I like that. But for example, like if you like more spontaneity, you can get away with that, but you just may not be as successful. If you have it in your genes, I know people like this, by the way. Like one of my good friends that I work out with, he doesn't schedule things, but he makes decent money, he has a decent physique, and he has his relationships in order. Like he has his life. Now, of course, not everyone's life is completely 100% good, but just by what he's telling me, he's doing this, and he's making like multiple six figures a year. So it's like you can do it without, but I would highly recommend being more disciplined. You can just get way more done. You can have way more productivity with your life. Your days are going to be better. You're going to feel more like a success as well, because when you feel like a success, when you feel like you're actually doing something productive, your life moves forward. Like we always want to move forward in life. You move forward in life by completing objectives every single day. Do this. You just objective. You have to be mission oriented in life. You can't just be spontaneous. Now, like I said, of course you can do that every once in a while. That's okay. But the problem is people do this all the time. People are spontaneous and random all the time, and that's why their lives suck. That's why they don't have any financial discipline. That's why they don't have their life in order. They're out of shape, because they don't. I'm going to work out at this time. This time's my time for making money. You schedule literally everything. Time to make money at this time. Time to work out at this time. Time to eat at this time. Time to hang out with friends at this time. Like Google Calendar will absolutely save your life. It will literally save your life. Like, and Google Calendar is free. You just download it in the App Store. I know you have an iPhone. Hopefully, if you don't, you have an Android. Same thing. Just download Google Calendar. It will absolutely save your life, and it will transform your life. By the way, it will transform your life. Not even save it. It will transform it. Just because it'll get you going on the right path. You'll know that you're moving in the right direction. Like I said, that is the most important thing in life, is knowing you're moving in the right direction and knowing you're doing what you're supposed to be doing. So use Google Calendar, schedule every single hour of every single day from now until the rest of your life is over, and be productive, and use this, watch your life completely transform. This is how successful people manage their time. That's the video I have for you. If you like this video, like the video, comment, share, subscribe. See you in the next one.